Good morning everyone, it's Ashley from Raising Sunshine Flower Farm. Today I thought I would give you a little tour of our cut flower garden. It's been several months since I've updated you guys. And so we're just going to do a quick walkthrough. It is currently like 95 degrees. It's been a stretch of 95 for the last 5 days. So some of our plants are very wilted right now. It is high afternoon. So we'll just walk through real quick. So this is what the garden's kind of looking like right now. I did harvest earlier this morning, so a lot of the blooming flowers are already gone. But we'll do a quick walkthrough like I said. In this area right here, we have about 5 feet, and I have lilies planted. Some of them are starting to bloom. Here's one of them. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads on it. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heads on it. These are first year lilies that I just planted. I got these bulbs from Walmart. They were at clearance. It was a really good price, so I just grabbed them and I'm pretty happy with them so far. Then right next to that is our first succession of sunflowers. There's about a 10-foot row. Everything's basically harvested out of it. I did leave a few sunflowers just because they had some bug damage on the leaves, and plus it's something nice that we can see out our windows. We do have a couple in here that are sending off side shoots that I haven't really done much with. I'm going to let them go for another day or two until they start budding up. Or they are budding up, but until they start showing some color in them. So this weekend I will probably plant our next succession of sunflowers in here and get them going. Then right next to the lilies we have a 5-foot row of anemones. They are basically done. We have 2 little stragglers left, but this bed is done for now. It did produce a little bit. I'm kind of thinking that I need to start planting a little bit earlier in the season for anemones and ranunculus. Excuse me guys, I got a little tickle in my throat. This is our bed of snapdragons. I did have an early succession of snapdragons that were planted in the anemones, but nothing came of it. We have one plant right there, and it is like a yellow plant, but everything else didn't work out. I planted them 7 weeks before our last frost, and they just didn't work out. But I'll try it again for fall time for the cool season flowers. But this is the succession that I planted out 6 weeks before our last frost, and it is doing really well. I've harvested quite a bit off of them. They're really beautiful. Several different colors in this patch. And then next to the snapdragons, this is our ranunculus bed. One of our ranunculus beds. These really did not do much of anything. They were a lot fuller, a lot greener. It is the end of their season. I honestly maybe harvested 20 flowers off of them. So I'm gonna start these a lot earlier this year and see how they do. We also have another bed right across from it of ranunculus that did not do well either. I honestly don't think I harvested anything from this side. Then after our ranunculus, then we have another bed of snapdragons. Now on the forums, about 3 weeks ago, I had posted on the flower forums that I had snapdragons that were looking, oh, there's a little buggy. I had snapdragons that are looking like this, and I thought it was so weird, and I had no clue what they were. Well, come to find out, everybody said, oh, there's bug damage or whatever. It's not. They are the butterfly series, which I didn't plant, so I had no clue, but they are stunning. I absolutely love them. I wasn't ever going to grow them, but now I think I will grow lots of them. Next, we have maybe a 2-foot row of the Sahara Black-Eyed Susans, Rudbeckia. And they are almost budded. Guys, I'm so sorry for the shadows and everything. Like I said, it is high 12 o'clock here. Not the best time for a video, but the only time I'll probably be able to make one. Then we have Dara. We have maybe a foot of Dara. These were just some extra ones that I planted. And then we're back to the first succession of sunflowers. Next to that is actually our second succession of sunflowers that have put off a little bit of sunflowers, but they're still pretty fresh. And as you can see, we have June bugs starting, Japanese beetles. I don't know why they exist. So after that, we have a first succession of green beans planted, and right behind that is a second succession of green beans planted. And as I can see, we do have a couple buds on them. That makes me happy. So the second succession was planted 2 weeks after the first succession. We love green beans. That is obviously not enough to feed our family, but just kind of to snack on. So as we walk up our field more, we have bells of Ireland, and they honestly look so sad right now because the heat. Their leaves are wilting. They'll get a good watering tonight. But everybody, you need to direct seed your bells of Ireland in the early spring. I planted seeds out excuse me, in the beginning of March, and they are gorgeous. They have easily become one of my favorite flowers. They're beautiful, and I never knew, which I never grown snapdragons before, so of course I have never known, but they put off little flowers. You're obviously probably supposed to harvest them before they get to that stage. These need to be harvested tomorrow morning. There's so many growing on them. They'll go to market with me. Then in here, we have a couple glads, a couple anemones, and a couple snapdragons. The snapdragons and the glad will stay. The anemones will come out. This is our salad that has gone to seed, but we'll use those in bouquets. Here is some Brussels sprout. And here is some Black-Eyed Susan that reseeded itself, and it is huge. I went in yesterday and just cut out big holes of it. And there's a ton still falling down. But look at, there's like 7,000 plants in here. I'm just trying to take some of it out to keep it healthy. It's beautiful. And here, I have not labeled this bed at all, so I honestly have no clue what is growing here. I'm pretty sure I've planted Sweet William and and I think it's called Century Bells, which I believe the bells are right up here. And then I believe it's Sweet William all the way back. We do have some volunteer zinnias growing. There is so many volunteer zinnias growing, and I'm just letting them do their thing. See those darn June bugs. Just smush them. They're disgusting. I don't like them. So that is all the way back here. And then we come to our green bean successions. They're so pretty. And then this is the second succession, and then there is a Dara sitting right there. Hopefully it starts shooting up some stems soon. Here is another succession of Dara planted. Very beautiful. Then we also have a bunch of weeds. and some sweet peas that I have planted, but I haven't done anything with, and I'm kind of just neglecting them, and I shouldn't be. So this is basically all Dara. Then we get to our Lisianthus that we started from seed. It's doing really good. Then some more rogue zinnias. And this whole bed is basically Lisianthus. And I see we have some poison ivy growing too. Man, the things that you don't plan on growing grow the best, don't they? Then here we have something growing. I don't know, but it's budding. There's flowers. This to me kind of looks like a type of daisy, and I did plant daisies, so maybe. Then we have some of this. What is this, you may ask? I don't know. Then we have some more Rebecchias growing amongst all the rogue zinnias. Then we have some cosmos, and there are different colors. We have this beautiful pink color. We have this lighter pink color. I believe this is also the light pink, yeah. And then we have some white varieties also. So we have about 10 feet of cosmos. And then this is, oh, I forgot, after the Dara is another succession planting of sunflowers. Those sunflowers I direct seeded. And they grew up faster than my second succession that I started indoors. So I don't know. So then this is our third succession of sunflowers. After that, these are branching sunflowers. Some baby daisies, which I'm really hoping that these get bigger. There was a pink, I think these had pinks on them, but I snapped their heads off this morning so they'd grow taller for me. And then some more of that plant that I have no clue what it is. It's something. Oh, it's probably asters. I planted asters. That would be cool. I don't know. Then up here, I'm pretty sure these are all asters now that I think about it. But in the asters, we have potatoes growing. I haven't planted potatoes in 3 years. Then we have a zinnia. Gonna pop its little head. So they grow taller. Then we have some rogue sunflowers. Some more rogue sunflowers. We also have cosmos. In the rows we planted. This is cilantro that went to seed. It's really pretty and it smells amazing. Then we have some more sunflowers and some nasturtiums and cosmos. And whatever wants to grow is growing. Over here we have, I think we have 3 plants of zucchini and then 2 watermelons. I'm just gonna let the watermelons take over this bed. And then some pincushion flowers, some more Dara, and then we have 2 straw flower plants and some more glads randomly through there. Now this bed, we have some Dara plants, some more, goodness, what are these? I feel like these are more daisies. Guys, I don't know. I didn't label anything. And in my head when I did that, I said, oh, I'll know what they are when they grow. But now I have no clue what they are. We have some beautiful weeds. Then we have some celosia that's already going into flowers. Then we have some weeds. And still a ton of zinnias growing. Some more celosia, or celosia, whatever you want to say. Some dill. Some more sunflowers. Now a deer came in and ate. Okay. So a deer has come in and eaten most of the sunflowers and most of these. These are where my Steve sunflowers were in here, and they got eaten. I still have more that I need to plant out. We have some up here, but most of them are eaten. Then we have our basil. I have it in sections. There's lemon, there's the opal, there's what they call basil, like real basil, and another type of purple basil. Then we have some more zinnias that I did not plant, mixed in with some more of the plant that I don't know what it is. Look at all of these zinnias. There's seriously probably 50 plants here. We grew zinnias last year, but I covered. Excuse me. I covered this so it would kill the weeds. Obviously didn't do the best job. We'll try again. Now these are the zinnias that I actually planted. And I did plant them in a rainbow. I'm hoping that will be fun for my daughters. So now that we passed the real planted zinnias, we have some more celosia, celosia, whatever. And goodness. Then we have some sunflowers that I direct seeded as well. And over here, we have a very small tomato patch, but it's in the ground and it's growing. Besides one looked like a toddler probably snapped it. Then we have some glads. And then over here, we have some very sad looking dahlias. I did not get these in the ground fast enough, and they got stressed. But some are rebounding really well. Some are putting off some flowers. So we'll see. And then here is the straw flowers. And I had a huge flat of straw flowers that I started. And I swear I planted, but I cannot find them. Maybe they're in one of the things that I don't know what it is growing. So that's about it, guys. Oh, it looks like my garlic might be ready. It's down, it's floppy, it's not doing well. Let's dig it up. It is really in there. Oh, it's a baby. I have never grown garlic before. I've never grown garlic before. This is the first time. So that's fun. Thank you everyone for joining my garden tour. Sorry I was coughing half the time. I either have some allergies going on or it's just this heat. Thank you for bearing with me and walking our garden. Thank you and have a wonderful day.